All right, here we go. Another review here before the quiz. I'm going to take care of the evens. You're going to take care of the evens and the odds. It's going to be a beautiful thing. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and break this down. The square root of 9x squared is just 3x. So I'm going to do that. Then I have the square root of 9 is 3. Then I'm going to break down this y to the 5th. It turns into y to the 4th times y. Now I did that because since this is a square root, there's a magical little 2 in there. So anyway, this is still 9x because 3x times 3 is 9x. But then the square root of y to the 4th is y squared. So y squared comes out. But then the square root of y stays there because we can't take the square root of that one. 2, done. Next up, we're multiplying here. 4 times 3 is 12. And then 2x times 8x is 16x squared. Well, that's nice and neat because that 12 stays. The square root of 16 is 4. So 4 pops out, and the square root of x squared is x. So this will be 48x. There you go. Number 6. This one's not that bad. 9 times 3 is 27. Square root of 2 times the square root of y is the square root of 2y. And guess what? We're done. There's nothing else you can do with that. Can't break it down any further. All right, now we have to make sure we rationalize the denominators. Now, since there's an x on top and bottom on number 8, we can get rid of those. So what a problem really looks like is the square root of y over the square root of 3. So that's easy. So we just multiply by root 3 over root 3. With square roots, just multiply by whatever the denominator is over itself. So then up top, I would have the square root of 3y over, now root 3 times root 3 is the square root of 9, and the square root of 9 is 3. That's it. That is all you need to do. 9's all yours. I'll give you a hint on it, though. You start by, this is what it looks like when you break it down to 2 smaller roots. Since it's the third root, we're going to multiply by the third root over the third root. I know that 3 to the third power is equal to 27. You can take the third root of 27. You can't take the third root of 9, though. So we're going to have to multiply here, rationalize. So we need this 3 to turn into a 27. So that means you have to multiply by 9. I have a y here. I can take the third root of y to the third, but not the third root of y. So you need a y squared. All right, that's what we need to multiply through by. That way up top, we have the third root of 9x squared y squared. On bottom, we have the third root of 27 y to the third. And you can take it the next step on that one. Number 10. We need to be able to take the fourth root. Now, 3 to the fourth power is 81. All right, and yeah, I'm not too worried about these x's here. I mean, I'm always worried about my x's, but not that one. So I'm going to go ahead, and to get 81, I have to multiply by a fourth root over a fourth root. Now, 81 divided by 3 is 27, so 27 has to go here and there. Now, can I take the fourth root of x squared? No, but you can take the fourth root of x to the fourth. So I'm going to put an x squared here, an x squared there, because that means I'll get an x to the fourth there. So up top, we end up having 54 x to the third inside this fourth root. In the denominator, we end up having the fourth root of 81 x to the fourth, which means we're in business. The top looks gross, and it is. The fourth root of 54 x to the third, you can't do anything there, but the bottom, the fourth root of 81 is 3, and the fourth root of x to the fourth is x. So that's what I need to see from you. Thank you. All right, 11. In the books, you can handle that one. All right, so this is technically the third root of 3a over the third root of 4b squared c. If you break it down to 2 smaller cube roots there, it might make it easier for you. So now we have to figure out what we need to multiply through by. All right, so I know we have 2 to the third power is 8. So 4 times 2 will give me that 8. That's the first thing I need. So if you're looking over here, I already have the third root of 8, which is a good step. Now, I got to figure out a way to get rid of the b's. I can take the cube root of b to the third, so I just need one more b. So put one there and there, because that'll give me b to the third over here. Then my c's. I can take the third root of c to the third. I only have one here, so I need 2 more. So this gives me c to the third there. So working like this might help you. Who knows? Anyway, Third root of 3a times the third root of 2bc squared is going to end up with the third root of 6abc squared. Okay, now the numerator stays the same. It'll be 6abc to the second. On the bottom, the third root of 8 is 2, the third root of b to the third is b, and the third root of c to the third is c. That's it. All right, now 13 is yours because it's an odd. Locally, it's an easy one. I get an easy one for 14 as well. The square root of 81 is 9. The square root of 36 is 6, and 9 times 6 is 54. Always get nervous about doing those with the video because if I were to mess up that multiplication, I would look really, really silly. Not that I don't already, but, you can't see me. So, here we go. The third root of negative 3 times the third root of 9 for number 16. This is going to be the third root of negative 27, which is like saying the third root of negative 1 times 27. The third root of negative 1 is negative 1. The third root of 27 is 3. So our answer here, our solution, is going to be negative 3. That's it. All right, skipping that one. Here we go. So when we multiply, we end up with the third root of 8, because 4 times 2 is 8. X times x squared is x to the third, and y to the second times y to the seventh is y to the ninth. Pretty nice to us here. The third root of 8 is going to be 2. The third root of x to the third is going to be x, and the third root of y to the ninth is going to be y to the third, because 9 divided by 3 is 3. So that's it for number 18. All right. Oh, wait. Number 20. Trying to sneak past me there. The third root of 125 is 5. I'll take the... Hang on a second. Let me do this one over. So I'm going to go ahead and break this down. Now, the 125 I'm going to leave alone because it's good. We can take the third root of it. Y squared, we can't do anything to it, but the z to the fourth, we can work with that. It breaks down to z to the third times z. So... the third root of 125 is 5, so 5 pops out. The third root of z to the third is z, so z pops out. But we still have y squared and z left inside. That's all we can do. That's it. All right, now number 22. We're just simplifying. No rationalizing, just simplifying here. So third root. Now, there's a negative 1 involved in this negative 16. I'm also going to break it into 8 times 2 because we can take the third root of 8. We can't take the third root of 2, though. That's all right. And then I have a to the 12th. Now, I'm leaving that alone because 12 is divisible by 3, which is the big point here. So let's take it step by step. The third root of negative 1 is negative 1. The third root of 8 is 2. The third root of a to the 12th. 12 divided by 3 is 4, so a to the 4th. And then that 2, this poor little 2 in here, stays. Now, on the outside, you can multiply, so that's negative 2, a to the 4th. But then I have the third root of 2 hanging out right there. That's it. All right, now skipping to number 24. Loving it. Okay, so I'm consulting my chart right now with the fourths. So I know that 4 to the 4th power is 256. Which makes, that's an ugly looking 6, but that's okay. Still means 6. So, when I'm breaking this down, I don't have to worry about the 256 because I know that the fourth root of 256 is just 4. Now, this s to the 7th, I can break that down into s to the 4th times s to the 3rd. 4 plus 3 is 7, and one of those is a 4, which matches that. Then I'm going to leave the t to the 12th alone because 12 is divisible by 4. So, taking it part by part, here we go. The fourth root of 256 is 4. The fourth root of s to the 4th is s. The fourth root of t to the 12th, 12 divided by 4, is 3. So then I'm left with the fourth root of s to the 3rd in there. That's going to be your answer. Looking just like that. All right. Number 26. I'm going to break this down, just a square root here, so I'm going to break it down to 25 times 3. Now this r to the 3rd, I'm going to break that down to r squared times r. So now I'm going to take the square root of everything that I can. The square root of 25 is 5. That comes out. The square root of r squared is r. That comes out. What doesn't? 3r. Those two stay right in there. That's where they belong. That's it. All right, skip. And here we go. Divide and simplify. Now, this is going to look super easy, hopefully. I truly hope it does. But here's what it is. Put them under a big root. 6x over 3x. The x's go away. What's 6 divided by 3? 2. So it's the square root of 2. That's it. The square root of 2 is your answer. That's all you need to do there. Number 30. A big, ugly one. All right. So this turns into... Actually, no. Wait. Here we go. We can simplify this. 243 divided by 3. I'm talking inside the big fourth root. I'm left with an 81 up top. 3 of these k's go away. 3 of those k's go away, and it becomes k to the fourth on the bottom. Not bad. We can take the fourth root of each of these. So I end up with, let's see here, 3 to the fourth power is 81, right? Yeah. So then I end up with 3 over, and the fourth root of k to the fourth is k. Okay? All right. Let's see here. Do I need to do another one? Yeah, I'll do one more. Uno más. Okay. So, what are we going to do with this one? Yeah, let's simplify this first. So under a big third root, I'm going to, let's see here, they're both divisible by 6, 18 and 12, both divisible by 6, so I end up with 3 and 2. And this y goes away, 1 left up top. So that's a good start. All right, so I'm going to switch it up to 2 smaller cube roots here. Now, I can take the third root of 8 because of that fact right there. So then I need this to be 8. What do you multiply 2 by to get 8? Well, that would be a 4. So I'm going to multiply, and I'm going to rationalize, the third root. Going to multiply by the third root of 4 over the third root of 4. Because what happens on the bottom is the most important. We get the third root of 8 down there. Up top, we get the third root of 12y, and it looks gross, and it is. But whatever. Doesn't matter to us, because what really matters is that we are getting rid of this root in the denominator. So up top, I have the third root of 12y. On bottom, the third root of 8 is 2. That's it. Thank you for listening.